Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Butts, Superintendent of the Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township on the west side of Indianapolis, Indiana. And it is my pleasure to be with you today to read one of my favorite stories. This one is called The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. This is being read with permission from Harper, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Shall we begin? From the creators of The Bad Seed, The Good Egg. Today, as we're reading our story, I want you to think about the main idea or theme of our story. There's 5 questions that we want to ask ourselves when we're thinking about the main idea or the theme of the story. 1, who was in the story? 2, where and when did the story take place? 3, what was the sequence of events? 4, was there a problem in the story? What was it? And 5, how was the problem solved? Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days, back at the store. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behaviors. I tried to keep the peace because I was the good egg, a very good egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night, I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. See the sign on the back of it? It says, "Kick me." They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in the bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Even grew a beard. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel myself again. Meditating. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. See them at the spa. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey-o, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. So let me do some underpants. The end. What a great story that is, especially in these crazy times that we're in right now. We don't always have to be perfect. Did you hear the good egg tell us that? We don't always have to be perfect. Thank you for joining me, and boiler up.